All right.
Speak of the devil, he just emailed us.
Who did?
Thor.
Oh, did he? All right. Well, we can
Yeah.
talk about that in a minute. Welcome everyone to MG Friday Night Rogue Broadcast. We're painting tonight. We've done a few of these before. We just kind of hang out, paint our minis, whatever subject matter that may be, sci-fi, fantasy, or other, and we just shoot the shit. So I'll be working on a new mini today. I'll show you in a second. But yeah, welcome. And as always, you've got 30 minutes to hang out publicly and free, and then we go private members only. So if you want to join, please do so. If not, no big deal, but you get 30 minutes. How are you doing, AJ?
Doing good. I am unfortunately at work, so I can't bring my paint, but I have some freshly printed minis that I'm assembling slowly.
Cool. Can you expound on what minis you're assembling?
I'm assembling. I paid 23 euros, which is like 24.56 American for the files, but for the Deathwing Knight, the new Deathwing Knights for Warhammer 40K. So for about $32, I got a set of $70 miniatures.
It's awesome.
But I can also print out as many as I want now for about $5.
That's pretty good. $5 a piece or $5 in a huge bulk parcel?
$5 for the entire parcel with resin.
Nice.
Is what my print cost is.
That's a good deal.
So, and I printed off a $6 miniature in one piece or in two pieces. So
that's not bad.
Which costs like $3 worth of resin.
Nice. I finished this mini last time. It's just about done. I gotta spray him with a matte black finish to seal it up. So he's gonna go here for now. And then I bought this on Black Friday by Pathfinder Battles, a Dire Wolf. Their deep cuts brand.
That's good resin pour right there. It's got a lot of detail.
It does, yeah. They did a good job with this. And it's in fact it's on the back. It's primed and ready to paint. Normally, the primed and ready to paint, I'll still throw a quick coat of either gray or tan on them. But this one this one seemed like it was pretty good.
And the good news came out today from Games Workshop and other sources. Female custodies are dead.
Oh, good. Fuck them.
There I had Sisters of Silence. That was effectively the female custodies. It was actually a very eventful week for the Warhammer community.
Sounds like it. They were nerding out, huh?
Yeah, they were female custodies are dead. Part of the deal between that finalized the Games Workshop Amazon Cavill deal was no female Astartes, and the new Fulgrim model was released.
What's a Fulgrim model?
He's the Primarch of the Third Legion. He fell to the god of decadence and excess and became a giant fucking P. Diddy snake monster.
Oh, yeah? Is that complete with lube and everything?
I don't know. We'd have to ask Rolo when it comes out because I know he's probably already pre-ordered it.
Oh, okay. Here's a dire wolf. You can see his maw.
Still, that detail is...
It's not bad. It even says on the back, expand your deep cuts miniatures. High definition collection. For complete list, visit whizkids.com/unpainted.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, Go ahead.
I was going to say, after I'm done painting, I'll head over to their website and check out the rest of their line.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, WizKids is a partnership with Hasbro and Vallejo.
Unfortunately, yes. All right, let me think of the base color for this. Probably gray. But I didn't think this through. Could
And
use
through either.
you what?
I'm trying to put on like the little side armor pads,
Mm.
and the arms are in the way.
Oh shit. Yeah, sometimes with a mini, the actual mini gets in the way of painting, like
Oh yeah.
this one. Trying to like a beholder type thing, just like no space to maneuver your paintbrush.
That's why I prefer doing the either method slap chop or the airbrush zenithal painting method.
Okay. I've never used an airbrush to paint.
I use them for primering at this point.
Hmm.
But the zenithal method it's just a fancy name for slap chop.
Oh, okay.
At the end of the day, like if you get good at airbrush, that's where I want to get good at, because that's like seems like the only way to paint. But you start off with like a dark color, or your base color, or the main color of the mini as your base, and then you look at where you want the light to hit it, and then you dry brush or airbrush on a lighter gradient as you go up, and then you come back through with contrast paints.
Oh, okay.
And then layer on the contrast paints to get the actual colors you want, and then shit, my earbud fell off. Where'd it go? There it goes, on the floor. After that, you do your washes and highlights.
Yeah, that's usually the way to do it. Or regular painting too. He's a little lopsided. All right, so I've got Dungeon Stone and Orc Skin, and Dungeon Stone is a little darker. I think I'll throw down Dungeon Stone on him. Gray. Well, Dire Wolf. Trying to think. Dire Wolves could also be dark brown. Not necessarily have to be gray.
Try to think of the color that Citadel makes that'd be perfect for that. It's like a Storm Vermin Gray.
It might be good,
from Citadel would be a very good color for that.
Let's go over to our friend Google. Dire Wolves. That's actual. Let's go with AD and the Direwolf images. All right, they vary. Brown, black. Let's pick images.
Go white, make it like Ghost from Game of Thrones.
Some here are wife. They're wife. They're all wifed. Some are white. Most look to be black or dark gray. There's the one that I bought. Well, sort of.
What color did they paint it?
This one it's got a different base, and is it a different base? Let me see. Yeah, this one's more irregular as far as the cutout. The one I'm looking at online is a rounder base, and the figure itself, the direwolf figure itself, is the same. This one is a dark brown with the black wash in the folds of the fur, and then lighter brown dry brushed over the highlight areas. And then the spikes are white. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do a dark brown. That might be good to follow along here. Let me take a photo so I have it for later reference. It's oh, this one's from Etsy. They're painted so they can sell them.
Yeah,
that's kind of cool.
That doesn't seem like a bad gig to get into.
No, if it's something
if you're good at painting.
Yeah, if you're good at painting, you do them. Well, this one's cool too. It's like a bluish black with white highlights. I can always buy more, which might be a good idea if I'm going to have like a small encounter for a party, like 3 or 4 dire wolves. Yeah, that's kind of cool. All right, so I'm going to go with the brown. Go with the brown, see? All right, which brown?
More glue. More glue.
You need more glue?
I need to shove more glue into this hole where I'm putting his head.
That's what she said. You got a big head?
Got a big head and a small hole.
A big head and a small hole. All right, so this bugbear brown or owlbear brown should be pretty good. I think I have a bugbear. Yeah, I do have bugbear brown. That could be good for the highlights. Let's do that. Let's mix this shit up.
It's actually kind of funny. I've been listening to that. The guy who goes by AI Guy on YouTube. He's got his own Dungeons and Dragons stream going, which is AI, or it's just like a series that he's making with Joe Rogan as the DM, Donald Trump.
Oh yeah, you were showing me that. Yeah.
Yeah. The latest episode. The latest episode, they're trying to find a guy that Asmongold, the YouTuber, plays as.
Oh yeah.
Or that's who he's using the AI voice for, called Asmo or Asmo Prime. It hit himself. Yeah, he's hit himself in a cave in between 2 peaks, and they're like, the party's like, whoa, wait, we're looking for a crack and a hole in a crack in between 2 peaks. Is this supposed to be an asshole? We're going to the asshole of the world. Why would he do this to us?
The sled.
Yeah, like I thought it was sled the whole entire time. I still can't believe that was Clary's fucking.
His artwork. Yeah, it was. I'm not sure.
Slightly better than Ryan Stone's.
Right. I'm not sure whether he did that during the Legends of Tabletop when I was DM, or when he was playing. When
the early days of Rollo.
Early days of Rollo, yeah. Yeah, this brown would be good. But either way, it's funny as hell. He just drew the stick figure.
And with the bow and arrow in the money bag.
Bow and arrow in the money bag and the E backwards. And I'm not lying. I mean, anyone who's watched the early games with Aaron will notice that Aaron Clary plays himself in the world of D&D. I mean, everyone
do a little bit.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's like writing. I mean, even though you're creating fiction, with your writing fiction, there's still parts of your personality that come out in the work. It cannot not happen.
Yeah.
That's just how it is. But Aaron's the economist. Let's get things done. Let's get to the top of the summit and hike real fast and get to the end goal in the game. Like, he will get visibly annoyed at you if you deviate or like go off, not on a tangent, but if you're too slow, he'll get visibly pissed off.
He would hate Drew's campaign then.
Oh yeah, he would not tolerate that one bit.
Because we're like on the 3rd side quest of a side quest. We're in the side quest inception right now.
Pretty much, which is fine. I have no problem with it. The idea is, if you're having and to Aaron's own point, if he's not having fun, then don't play, which is
Fine.
probably essentially why he doesn't play now, because he doesn't have fun in that kind of environment playing. Which is also why him playing Dungeons and Dragons at comic book stores and hobby shops that offer that kind of event with strangers would be annoying to him as well.
Hmm.
So
Speaking
he
of
has very little patience for fools.
speaking of fiction, Ryan's about to release a fiction book.
Yeah, I was looking at that. He's delving into that realm. I'm glad to see that.
I think he's done what he needs to do, and he's just like, I'm gonna have fun now.
Absolutely, good for him. Good for him too. This is just the base color, nice, and I find this very relaxing. Even
Oh,
though
the
I'm not
painting.
that, even though I'm not that very good, I
Yeah.
don't care. I'm not in it to win competitions.
I almost called out of work tonight and broke out my airbrush.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that
I
would have been
thought about
funny.
it. Like, nah, that would be way too much.
I'm gonna use a sick day.
Well, the downside is if I call out, it's I have the PTO, but it's like $100 less a day
Oh yeah, I mean,
because of shift differential.
I wouldn't do that for painting, but who knows? Maybe there'll be a day that you want to.
Maybe when we do the one-off, I might call out sick if it's
Yeah, that'll be.
if it's on my working weekend.
Well, as of now, it's on hold, so we'll figure it out.
No, I gotta figure. I also gotta speak with Thor on that one because I'm gonna have to roll his character for him.
I was also contemplating asking Rollo if he wanted to hand out pre-gens too.
Ooh,
Like have that might be
that would make it
easier.
a lot easier.
I
Yeah,
think that'll be easier for everybody, especially for a one-off. That's what
yeah.
Jeffro Johnson did when he ran a game for us. He just handed out some pre-gens and we picked from it. And
I
then
forget
after
you guys
that,
played with the Jethro.
we did. It was fun.
Put his butt plate on.
It's really
Yeah, I could see one off, like doing one offs, doing pre-gens, as long as they're not like
yeah.
the shit ones.
Yeah, the ones we used in Gettysburg weren't the best, but it was just, a one-shot deal.
Yeah, I'm like, what type of cleric doesn't have any healing?
Right? Not enough healing anyway. It was almost like
Well,
some form of.
the one that I was maining didn't have any healing, and then the one that I was seconding, she had some healing.
Hmm.
Give me a shield, give me a club, pauldrons, and some chest candy.
It's actually taking longer than I thought, all these furrows and whatnot. That's a good color, though, I think.
And someone apparently turned Elon into a broken G.
Yeah, what the hell? I saw some of that come through
Like
my feed.
Ryan posted it up.
I think that's probably why I saw it.
It's because his little buddies there are trying to turn the U.S. into Canada.
I don't know if that's quite it. I mean, it could be. I mean, who the fuck knows anymore?
I spent a week in Toronto. Would not recommend.
Well, not lately. No, I'm sure. Big cities like that attract that kind of clientele, if you will. I had an Indian dude living in the apartment down below me a couple of years ago, and he was on here on a visa, but he was trying to get his U.S. citizenship. He
Hmm.
loved America and was trying to fit in with the culture. I mean,
Yeah,
he cooked
like
it.
that style. I'm
He
cool.
cooked
I'm
it.
totally cool
He
with.
cooked his Indian food, whatever, and would always share with me. But yeah, he was trying to assimilate.
Yeah, I can't do Indian cuisine.
I do like chicken tikka masala very much. Mild,
It's
spicy.
the saffron flavor. Just fucking
Oh,
can't do it.
saffron and curry, not your thing.
No.
Well, that's where their smell comes from. And they say they
Yeah,
stink. It's like, oh, they don't bathe. Well, they bathe, but their
they're.
spices over time start leaking out in their sweat glands.
I'm sure it's like the same thing if you go to like Southern Europe where they're like putting garlic on everything.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. But unfortunately, curry might taste good for some people, but to smell it on someone's body is just not the best.
I can't even do the taste.
It's like I think it's one of those things where you either like it or you don't, like almost immediately. I don't know if there's
Yeah,
any kind of build up.
it's like what's it, cilantro. I can't do cilantro either.
Very good for you, but cilantro's an interesting taste.
Well,
I
apparently,
don't.
I'm one of those people that have that weird thing where it tastes like dish detergent.
Oh, okay. I've heard about that phenomenon.
Yeah, I'm one of those guys.
I haven't had cilantro in a while, so I don't recall. I don't think I have that affliction, if you will. Oh, he's turned out pretty good, even though it's a base scoop. Try making the detail pop.
Give it the black wash later.
The black wash later on this is going to look really nice.
Yeah, I was watching one guy do both do the Horus from Warhammer, especially the Horus Ascended model, and doing the Horus Heresy Lionel Johnson models. Horus has got a wolf on his back, and then Lion's got a lion on his back, of all things. And they when they put that black wash in, oh my god!
Did it pop?
It made the fur. Oh yeah, the fur popped.
Nice. Okay. Well, I'm excited about this one.
They're using the Citadel black wash, which is a Knoll oil, Nolan oil.
Mm.
Just think of how Australians say no, and then add oil to the end.
Noil.
Yeah, Nolan. Oh yeah, these things came out just the way I wanted them.
Cool.
Where's my camera? Right there.
Oh, nice. Cool. How many did you make?
5.
Okay.
Because the kit comes in 5.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
But I can always make more. And then I have my from, I think they're from 8th edition, Deathwing Command Squad. So I'll have them assembled like regular Terminators with the medic, and they're have that as the captain if I ever bring it to the tabletop.
Would you ever play tabletop?
I thought about it.
Like one of your local game shops probably has it.
I have the largest Warhammer store in the country. Right. Like 20 minutes down the road from my house.
That's cool. A Games Workshop.
Yeah, owned by it's called Citadel Cafe, but it's owned by Games Workshop and Warhammer.
Okay, that's cool.
And they sell it all there.
All right, should check that out sometime.
Yeah, they do have the Games Workshop Lord of the Rings game there as well.
Oh, nice. We used to have a Games Workshop in Philly, and then there was one in. There used to be one in the Cherry Hill Mall near me. This is going back to the 90s, early 2000s. And I never really got into it.
Yeah, well, my area just alone, I have 3. I got 3 stores right there, all all licensed stores.
Oh, okay.
So
That's cool.
it's not just your mom and pop hobby store, which is like hit or miss whether you get them this time of year, regardless if it is a licensed store or not. It's hit or miss on what they got on supply.
Oh, that's inconvenient. I'll get this ear. They use this smaller.
I actually got lucky that I found this file.
Oh yeah.
Because it got taken down like right after I paid for it and downloaded it. So I actually have it saved on both my desktop and my laptop.
When you say got taken down, they were licensing
Games Workshop.
issue?
Yeah, Games Workshop went after them. Copyright infringement.
Well, if they're going to sell it, yeah. If you're going to do it personally on your own machine, they can eat a dick.
Yeah, Games Workshops also doesn't like it when people give free models. You're cutting into our plastic.
I don't understand their business. I honestly don't understand their business model.
Monopolize and raise price.
I don't get it, because that's a good idea.
Yeah, I'd much rather spend money on a $400 printer.
Well, with inflation being what it is, people are just guys don't want to put up with this shit anymore. They just don't.
Like my first models, I got lucky. I bought them when I did it because it was like a week before their last price hikes.
Oh yeah.
Like
fucking assholes.
Got my 40K line was $55. Now it's $60. My 30K line was 120. Now it's 130.
Jesus. Pardon me.
And I did. I was nice. I gave them my money for my Angron and Mortarion models.
Oh yeah.
And my Karn model. I'll be nice to them. I will eventually get all 6 of the current Primarchs released, and I'll have them all in plastic and Games Workshop plastic.
Yeah. Reset this brush a little bit, get off the grime. I'm gonna make sure I don't mix cups. I don't need my paint in my rum and coke. I did that one day. I had my
oh no,
my wash cup with my wine glass side by side, and I dipped my paintbrush in my wine glass. Fortunately, I did not take a sip of the befouled wine. However, I'm going to take a sip of the untouched rum and coke. I'm doing the Sailor Jerry rum today.
Doing my Mr. John Smith. He's a beer. I see him in the chat there. He's a beer club brother.
Who? Oh,
guy in our chat, John. Yeah, he's a beer club brother.
Oh, okay. Hello, John Smith. Pleasure to make your acquaintance, and thank you for stopping by the channel.
I shared the link in Beer Club.
Oh, cool. We got about 8 minutes before we go private. I should say members only. So, if you have no intentions, everyone, of joining the YouTube channel as a member, that's fine. But you're going to get 8 more minutes of us nerding out. And it's only $5 a month, and you get access to everything we've done since the beginning of time.
So that $5 a month is worth it just for the D&D alone.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, the D&D games are fun. I mean, I like doing this stuff, but I really like playing our games.
I'm going to start taking bets on whenever we have a Drew campaign scheduled, whether it's going to happen or not.
Lately, it seems that way, right? So we're doing what, the 8th, I think?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Wednesday the 8th. Yes, Raul's game, that schedule is sort of up in the air at the moment. I'll get something on the board soon. Trying to pin down busy DMs is basically an act of Congress.
It's like herding
So,
autistic libertarian cats.
seriously. My favorite part is when they cancel like 2 hours before the game. That's what I
Yeah.
love the most. That's what I love the best. Those two
Like the last one.
bastards. Yes.
Like I had alarm set and I slept right, like, and then I woke up right before my alarm went off and I saw that. I'm like, yeah, I'm not getting up, going back to sleep.
Right.
Oh, you got a Sororitas army there, John? Says nuns with guns.
Yeah. Cool. It's nice to see gamers in the chat.
The big titty muscle mommy goth nuns with bolters and flamers.
I can't go wrong with that. Oh, pardon me. Ooh, that was a good one.
And super zealous.
Super jealous?
Yes.
We're super jealous.
Zealous.
Okay. All right, this is gonna be interesting because his jaw hangs pretty low to the ground. I gotta squeeze in here to get his lower foreleg and upper foreleg. Shit. That should be all right. I can always go over it again.
Candy on this guy.
So much work just for the base coat. Get all these nooks and crannies.
That's why I like the. That's another reason why I like the slap chop.
Yeah, I imagine that would be easier.
You're just dry brushing the living crap out of it.
Yeah. But this is fun. Just a little tedious. Because I'm almost done. And I want it to dry. I'm going to wait for it to dry so I can do some other stuff. I think after that, I'll do the base fur with the brown. And then I could outline his gums and teeth and his tongue and his eyes. And do a light color on his ears too, I think, because typically dogs and cats have a very lighter color for their thin membrane inner ear.
Joys of being carnivora.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember seeing that story. This is like a few years back. Lady was like distraught on like a Instagram or somewhere. She was a vegan and put her cat on a vegan diet, and she didn't understand why her cat died.
I don't. That whole thing. I get vegetarians. I understand that, and those people are usually relatively healthy. They do have a tendency towards a bit of a belly. Not and with women, it can be somewhat attractive, a small little bump, but vegetarians just seem unhealthily thin to me. Vegans seem unhealthily thin to me. Vegetarians okay because they still will eat the eggs and the butter and some will eat fish.
Yeah, I think Hez's girl, she still eats fish.
Yeah.
But yeah, cat died, and she's like, I don't understand why. I kept on a healthy vegan diet.
Like, no, he needs protein.
It's a feliform.
Animal protein.
Yeah. Feliforms are strictly carnivorous. That might eat grass from time to time, but it's not. It's just there to get some fiber. It's not there for any nutrient.
It's there to help them throw up when they're sick too. Especially dogs. All right, this is ridiculous here with this on his undercarriage, his underbelly. It's kind of his groin area is gonna be difficult to paint here. The
Oh,
fuck?
tell me about it. When I get painting these guys because they have their little tabards,
Oh yeah.
trying to paint in their crotch.
Oh yeah, the crotchal area of D&D and Warhammer Minis is often an issue.
Unpainted.
That's right.
What can you do? Fucking pick it up off the base and try to look underneath it?
Shit. All right, this is ridiculous. I may not even burn. Why is his underbelly white in spots? Because I didn't feel like fucking around with it. Shit.
Do I need to send you like a picture of Coda? She's got a white belly. Be like, just make my dog.
There you go. It's my friend's dog I painted.
I mean, her name is Bear, so she is a big girl.
Oh, okay, there you go. How big is she?
She's 70 pounds.
Oh shit, dude, that's big. Yeah.
Well,
Now, does she have her own? Does she have her own bed, or do you let her sleep in yours?
There's a little bench bed thing at the end of my bed that she sometimes lays in, but most of the time she just snuggles up next to me.
Yeah.
If she gets hot or bored, she'll go over to that bed.
Gotcha. This has turned out pretty good, despite the trouble of the undercarriage. I need a more delicate brush for the face area, the muzzle. I can get up to a certain point, and then I'm going to need some precision. This is the MG D&D Mini ASMR, and that is our cue.
Go
put that
private.
down. We're going members only. Like I said, if you're on Twitter, head over to the YouTube channel and sign up to continue hanging out with us and talking in the chat. Shut up, alarm. There we go.
That's right. You got the old school phone, right?
It's an old iPhone, yeah.
Like the last few Androids I've had, they're just like I can yell at it and be like snooze or off,
Right.
and it'll shut off.
That's cool. Oh yeah, I just saw Thor's messages. Yeah, it's understandable given in the circumstance. All right,
Yeah.
let's see here. All right, Twitter, I'm bumping you. Get over to YouTube now. Head over.
Fuck you, Twitter.
Bye.
Fuck you, Twatter.
Okay. All right, the four of you who are on YouTube at the moment, if you want to continue, sign up. If not, no hard feelings, no big deal. You can catch the next 30-minute one next time we paint again. But it will also give you full access to all the D&D shows as well, because they're all private members only. But like I said, first 30 minutes. Let me go over to the YouTube studio, visibility, members only, membership, fellowship, done, and save. There we go.
Chest candy on. Another one done. 4 down.
Nice.
1 to go. These ones actually will be fun to paint, I think.
Oh yeah, that'll be cool. What colors would they be?
So they're Deathwing Knights. First company of the Dark Angels. They actually wear because of the little story behind them, saving the company came down to like 2 guys left of 100 members, saving a planet. So they decided to change their color scheme on them from black to bone white to memorize the guys who died.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
So the entire first company is they're all death. They call the Deathwing, and then the Deathwing Knights and the regular Deathwing Terminators all wear bone white armor with green tabards.
Oh, okay. That's kind of cool. It's a good color
because
scheme.
the main color of the chapter is dark green.
Yeah, okay.
And they used to say it's supposed to be a dark green, so dark that it almost looks black, but the way like the Caliban green and Dark Angels green, which are the same color, it's almost like the old Chevy Hunter's green.
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Not dark, not really that dark, but it's still earthy green.
Yeah, yeah. Almost like a pine green.
Yeah. When I get ready to paint the rest of the Dark Angels, besides the Ravenwing, which are black still, second company, but like companies 3 through 10 are the dark green. I've been watching a lot of guys do like this, using different colors that are associated with different chapters or legions to actually make this grim dark look. I'm like, okay, that's when I think of a green so dark it's almost black. That's what I think of.
That's cool. Fret this part under his tail.
Got super glue on my fingers. Stay. It's probably the worst thing about miniature assembly is getting glue on your fucking fingers.
Oh yeah, that's not fun, especially if it's very similar to what do you call it? Gorilla glue or what do you call glue?
Yeah, Gorilla Glue and like whatever this plastic glue that I'm using, which is really just super glue, work really
Yeah.
well in the resin. If it's actual plastic, I think it's the company called. It starts with a T. Their plastic cement with the brush.
Oh yeah, testers.
Perfect. Not Testers. It's another company. Tamale or something like that.
Doesn't sound
They
familiar.
make paint. They make paints as well,
Oh okay.
like Testers.
Gotcha. Yeah, testers is predominantly oil. I used to paint with testers. Used to paint my model planes with that.
I have
Back
some
in
Testers green enamel wash that I want to use for like when I get printing out buildings and stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I feel bad for the guys who go with the Ultramarines now because everything's blue except for the trim on the higher end units or higher ranking units. The
Oh
trim's
yeah.
gold.
That's
So trying to paint all that trim pieces like the Rabute Gilliman model for 40K, he's got little trim everywhere.
oh yeah.
Like people spend days just on the trim alone.
Jesus.
Actually, I should order him because I have $50 gift card sitting in my inbox at work to use,
There you go.
and his model's like $60. They'll bring me to 4 out of 6 Primarchs.
Cool.
Come on, head glue in there. Let's see, I might end up just buying some resin, actual like UV activated resin glue, and then use my little flashlight at home.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Or even some of the resin I have at home, I can just like dip a Q-tip in it and then rub it where I need it, and then shine a UV light on it, or it'll cure it and it'll actually glue it.
Yeah, that's cool. I had no idea you could do that.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. All right, there's this one spot. Shit.
Hello.
one spot. Just can't get correctly. Wait a minute. If I go under here. Wait for it. Maybe.
Oh, super light. And one of these days, I gotta get crazy with the Mortarian model that I bought because I gotta do some drilling to put some magnets in.
Oh, to hold the pieces together?
Well, he's got two different poses.
Oh, okay.
With holding his gun and his scythe. So I want to be able to detach them so you can have both poses.
All right.
Oh yeah, that was cool. Good choice. And with these, I had the option of printing them with either swords or maces. So I printed 4 of them with maces and the sergeant with a sword.
Oh, cool.
Plus, if I did want to go play tabletop, maces actually do more damage in the melee phase. Support beams out. Get out of there. What happened during last Drew's game? Like, I remember we fought the owl bears after chasing after Sled.
Yeah, I honestly don't. I have to go back and watch that last. That was 6 months ago now.
It's 3,000 years ago. I was there.
Right? I was there, Vince. 3,000 years ago. Yeah, I honestly couldn't tell you.
All right, those guys are all assembled.
You got them?
Yeah. They actually look. They look like for the most part, they look like you can be able to tell the difference between them and the Games Workshop models.
Oh yeah, they look really good. So where do you get the STL files from?
I go to a website called Colts 3D.
Colts, okay.
And then there's like certain words they got to learn how to look for. So like if I want stuff that's Dark Angels, if I can't find it under Dark Angels search, I'll look up Gloomy Knights or Gloomy Angels.
Oh, okay.
One person's got some of the newer files or some of the newer models in file form, but he has it listed under like Ebon Serifs.
Okay.
I'm like, that's clever right there. Ebon for black or dark, and Serifs for angels.
Mm-hmm. Black and Dark Angels. Or Black Angels. That's cool.
And like, sometimes you'll get lucky. Like this model right here. Like I said, it's a $60 model. I found it I found the file for free on Colts. Yeah.
Oh shit. That's cool. So.
And it's actually a good example of what I was talking about before we started, the different sizes between the Terminators.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so like this is the Horus Heresy Terminator, which is technically Firstborn Terminator. So like the pre 9th edition Terminators are all like this size. To give a comparison, the 10th edition Primaris Terminators are slightly bigger.
Oh, yeah.
Because even though they're different armor types, it's just the Marines are actually bigger now inside.
Gotcha. That's cool. Makes them easier to paint too.
Yeah, I think that's part of the things everyone's bitching about the size. It's like
the small. They don't like the larger ones.
No, they don't. Well, a lot of people don't like the larger ones. Some people do. I think Games Workshop just wanted to sell fucking different plastic.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm like, I don't hear the guys who play the Imperial Guard. I don't hear or Astra Militarum. I don't hear them bitching about the size or the Sisters of Battle. Because Astra Militarum are regular humans, and Sisters of Battle are effectively regular humans too. So I think they go on a 28 millimeter base, and then these guys go on. Terminators go on a 40 millimeter base. Regular Space Marines go on a 32 millimeter base.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
And I think Lion and Gilman are 80 millimeter base, except for 30K Lion himself's on a 60 millimeter base, but his display settings on a 150 millimeter base. You get one of those. I wonder if they make them. I gotta check on Amazon, but like they get like a magnifying glass with a light, but it's also got a camera in there. That would be fucking perfect.
Oh yeah, that would be perfect. I've got the magnifying and light. That's the light that you see now is the magnifier. But that's a good idea to have the camera in it.
Like have a webcam built into it and just like, all right, here we go, guys.
Yeah, that would be cool. Do you think they make them?
I'm gonna find out.
You
Go
should.
to Amazon.
Yeah, check that shit out, dude. I'll pick up one of those. Fuck. Be totally worth it to get the.
If I find it, I'll send it to you.
Please do.
Let me put ring light.
It's a difficult here. Let's go.
Oh, they do.
They have a camera in the light.
Looks like oh no, that's just a ring light camera with no magnifying glass.
Okay. You may have to make one yourself.
Yeah.
I'll bet you some Japanese nerd made one.
Oh yeah, guarantee. I mean, hell, half the painting YouTubers have it. Those guys, oh my god, some of the detail those guys have.
Oh yeah, they're just like,
or the challenges they put themselves through.
I guess that's what Rollo did. First competition level work.
That's why I haven't painted my my Primarchs yet, is because I'm like, I don't want to fucking make them look like shit before I even have them done.
Right. Get more practice with other stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the one thing I do like about the 3D printers. Like, I fucked up that army. Print a new one.
You make a new one, yeah. That is very nice.
Start putting together this contemptor for my 30K display.
What's a contemptor?
It's a class of dreadnought, which is in the lore, if you're a space marine and you are grievously wounded in battle, but you're not dead, they'll fucking take you, put you on life support, and shove you in a box, then put you on ice until you're needed for either great knowledge or battle.
Oh, okay. Kind of revive you.
Yeah. So right here is actually got it for free. The Night Lords, which is one of the Crater factions. Dreadnoughts.
That's cool.
Yeah. So duty doesn't end until death if you're a space marine. So they will keep you alive as long as possible. For some reason, I forgot his big gun.
Big gun.
I can always print that later. It's one of the nice things about the printer.
I'd imagine so, yeah.
And some people like deck out their armies too. Like they'll buy the miniatures and then they'll actually go through and either buy the little upgrade sprues or have people 3D print them off like little skulls and candles and shit.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That's cool.
And now Games Workshop is selling their own little dead Marines and dead orcs and dead elves.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Like
Those
foot
fuckers.
stomped on face, plastic for like $70. So you get multiple different types of faces stomped in.
Yeah, fuck that.
I think they did it just to screw people over. Just like, yeah, we'll take that. We'll do a copyright infringement on that now. Copyright infringement on that.
Some of their money grab.
Yeah.
I don't begrudge a company for making money.
No,
but when you start just gouging and just being unreasonable in your pricing scheme.
Talking to you, Wizards of the Coast.
Seriously. Well, not only that, lately I've been making this shit product. So nobody wants it.
Yeah.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
As much as you hate me for saying it, third edition D&D was probably their last good edition.
Well, I can't really speak too much to it because I didn't actually play it. I thumbed through the books and watched other people play it, and I didn't care for it. I actually did enjoy fourth edition.
I don't hear a lot about fourth.
It was basically, they kind of wanted to morph the computer game experience with card games in the D&D setting.
So doing Witcher.
Yeah, I guess.
With Gwent.
Fourth edition came out in 2007 or 8.
Yeah.
It's been around a while.
Now, around the time fourth edition came out, everyone was playing Pathfinder.
Well, Pathfinder came out as a result of TSR going stupid with their editions.
I was getting out of the Navy, and this is before fifth edition came out. Fourth edition had been out for a while. And I was at NSSC, and some of the guys who were like who sat at the desk, the main office desk, they had set up a Pathfinder.
Cool.
I unfortunately was sitting in the barracks babysitting the bad kids. I was doing restriction watch.
That's annoying. There's this one spot. Let's see. Got it. This one I didn't know what the fuck. These inner legs.
No, I got one print I gotta do for Nuke.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. There's a character in 40K that's named Goj Van Dyer, who's kind of a womanizer, kind of a prick. But somebody made a meme out of it named Doge Van Dyer and had a Shiba. And there's a file out there of a Shiba wearing like the church in Warhammer 40K, like wearing their garb on a throne.
Well, that's cool.
So I'm like, I know Nuke's got a Shiba. So that's where the Sisters of Battle actually came out of, was because of that guy's little sketchy antics.
Yeah, okay.
He found them and named them the Brides of the Emperor, and then had them as his concubine until they caught on to his things. They're like, yeah, fuck this dude.
Nice.
They might take these off and glue them back on. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Bye bye, Skull and Spike. I'll glue you on
Yeah, get
somewhere.
out of here, see?
You're blocking the rocket launcher.
Can't have that.
I can just glue it onto the rocket launcher.
Oh, there you go. Not too bad. Got some decent base layer down though. Let him dry. Excuse me.
I'm not gonna look forward to painting this. When I get, because the 30K one display will be done before the 40K display.
Oh yeah.
The painting the Night Lords is not gonna be fun.
Hmm.
Because they got lightning bolts painted into their pattern.
I was going to ask you why.
So it's like little thin line lightning bolt, like sprites.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's annoying.
Like a royal blue paint scheme with like a lighter blue lightning bolts just running all over the armor. And their Primarch's fucking batshit crazy. Imagine the worst things of Batman mixed with the worst things of Joker.
Oh, that sounds like hell, actually.
In a 10 and a half foot tall superhuman.
Jesus.
Like he nuked his own founding planet just for shits and giggles. Shit, where'd that go? More blue. How's the extraterrestrials doing out there?
Quiet at the moment. At least here in South Jersey.
Was it you that posted up that video in North Jersey or somewhere in Jersey where the Air Force is chasing one?
I did, yeah. I was chasing a round UFO, round silveroid, or round silver spheroid.
Yeah, you can't call them UFOs anymore. It's UAPs.
UFO.
Feel like a good time to get your I keep on fucking up his name. Your crypto dude.
Oh, Brian Bowden.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to get him back on the show again soon.
He's probably like inundated with a whole bunch of stuff. Like everyone's probably messaging him right now. We need you on the show. UFOs.
Right.
Squatch.
Sasquatch.
Ripped off the big gun when I get home.
All right, wait for him to dry.
That's the nice thing about army painting is once you're done with one, or once you're done with like 20 of them, you can go back to the first one because it's dry, go on to the next steps.
That's true, yeah. When you're doing a bunch of them. That's right, I forgot a few things here I go back and touch up.
Put up here, so put some spikes and skulls back on. Doesn't help when it's printed in a gray and your carpet is gray at work.
Oh shit, yeah. Gotta be careful not to drop them.
Drop a little skull, it's like, oh fuck, that one.
Yep, it's lost.
Where?
It's lost forever.
I'll find it eventually.
Shit. A little bit. Touch up in here.
Can't imagine printing off the current War Master of Chaos. He's got like a Space Marine skull, some regular human skulls, orc skull in his back.
Oh shit.
On spikes on top of his armor's back.
Yeah. It's all skulls.
Yeah. Most Chaos Terminators have skulls all over their backs.
What's their thing?
It's just they hate the Emperor and hate mankind, so they just go and kill everything. And it also depends on whether you're playing like a Black Legion, World Eaters, Death Guard, or now Emperor's Children's coming back. Or generic Chaos Space Marines. Still Black Legion. Yeah, that tool's long gone. I'm not going to find that. Just print some more. 0.2 cents of fucking resin.
That's nice. That's very nice.
Where is my other Contemptor? The one I printed the other day. I can at least put his elbow and put his gun on. Or no, I gotta drill a hole out on his armor to put his gun in. I gotta put his other arm on. I think. Nope. Need the other piece of the elbow. Shit.
God damn it.
I got some extra weapons elbows, but not hand elbows. Print some more.
Print them up.
Yeah, so
this new brush is doing pretty good.
Night Lord's Contemptor and then Dark Angel's Contemptor.
Oh, cool. Some serious body armor.
Yeah, Leviathans are even bigger. I need to get that's the one file I'm hunting for right now because Leviathans are fucking expensive. Well, all dreadnoughts are expensive. Let's see here. Games Workshop. And they, if you want them as specific faction, they cost fucking way more.
Really?
Instead of a generic. Let's see here. Dark Angels. So just the Contemptor chest for Dark Angels is $41.
What?
Yeah. And you gotta that means you also gotta buy the Contemptor Dreadnought itself, which is $63. So you're at $100.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah. Dark Angels Leviathan Siege Dreadnought without the arms is $97.
That's definitely one of the more
Highway
expensive
robbery.
hobbies. It really is. For what they are. I mean,
Yeah.
it's expensive.
Yep. Regular. Let me see here. Go down. Show more.
Excuse me.
That right there, I think, is one of the most overpriced pieces. Is the first generation Dreadnought, the Dorito, as they call it, or the Dodo, because it looks like a fucking dodo bird. Is $84.
What? Come on.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. To me, it's one of the shit. Where's my little button? Ground fault on our fire panel.
Oh.
Yeah, they said it'd be going off all night. Yeah, so a regular generic Leviathan is $84. Not Legion specific.
Yeah, it's pretty expensive.
Yeah. Fucking drop pod for a Dreadnought's $124. Fuck. Go print that. Tanks are over $100. Whew. The drop ships are the Stormbird and the Thunderhawk dropship and gunship were over $1,000 each.
What? You buy handguns for less?
Yeah.
Shit.
I'm sure the executives of Games Workshop will like talk to the normies and be like, "It's all the 3D printer people's faults. We had to raise price to compete."
No.
We bought the 3D printers because you guys were fucking ripping us off.
Seriously. That's ridiculous.
And I'm not trying to make any money. Like the princess, like I'm doing Thor's completely free.
Mm-hmm.
My buddy Felix, he'll send me the files, or he'll buy the files himself and then send me the file, and then I'll print it and I'll just charge him for resin and postage.
There you go.
Because my program that I use to do all the splicing or all the slicing tells you how much resin it's going to use and what the cost of that resin is.
Yeah.
So I'm not making any profit off of anything that I print for people. The only way I'd make profit is if I actually got good at painting and was printing them and painting them.
Yeah. That would make sense, I guess. Offer a little painting service.
Yeah. Some commission work.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking tell Drew, I'm like, all right, Drew, I'll print off your army. It's going to cost you $1,000. Print it and paint it.
Is that what you charge him?
Nah, I'm just being a little over exaggerated. It just depends on if he, because he's like wants to make his own chapter.
Oh, he should just do it himself. Yeah. But he's got a lot going on. He can't even run a D&D game. God damn it. He's not going to paint any minis.
Said I'll print
them. Not with any regularity. He's not.
So I need to make an elbow. I need to drill into this fucker's arms to make the hole. And have a whole bunch of Dark Angels and Night Lords fighting each other.
Pardon me.
And then 40k, I'll have Dark Angels versus fucking half the goddamn Forces of Chaos.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a there's a campaign book right at the end of right at the start of 10th edition, or several. It was 5 campaign books, but it was all the same campaign.
Mm-hmm.
And the last book was Arcs of Omen and the Lion, and it's where Lionel Johnson actually finally fully appears in the setting and fights a whole bunch of chaos space marines and some demons and some minor chaos gods. And I'm like, I want to make that scene. Like him coming out all clean with his little fallen guards, and then a whole bunch of fucking marines everywhere and demons everywhere.
That sounds pretty cool.
Make the marines that are already on the battlefield all dirty and grungy, and then make him like all pristine and clean.
All right.
Hey guys, I'm back.
This Kraken blows.
But yeah, the campaign codex, like it's Lord Baldemar, who's one of the YouTubers. He read the actual Arcs of Omen, and it's like 3 hours. It took him to read it. He read it on YouTube.
Jesus. I'm gonna do his eyes next.
One style of paint I want to get into. It's using a little bit of the gradients, but they're making flat colors look metallic by the way that they grade. Yeah, it's like some of the best looking paint I've seen.
That's cool. They just came out with that?
No, they've been doing it for a while. It's just like a really good paint skill. Yeah, I gotta find the actual name of it. Like if you build up using zenithal layering to get like lights and everything, and then you go back through with just very, very thin line gradients of your contrast paints, and it makes it look very metallic without it being metallic.
All right.
Like that's a very good powder coating job.
Yeah.
See what it says, making. Well, that's one guy's doing it on Lord of the Rings ring wraith armor.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah, it's one of those things that makes it look crazy good.
It sounds cool.
Is the Icewind Dale again?
Mm-hmm.
I'm honestly surprised we don't get.
Icewind. No, this one is not. This is Red Steel. It was a Dungeons and Dragons 2nd edition setting in Karameikos in the I forget the name of the world. It's the area of Karameikos and the savage frontier called Red Steel, and that came out in the early 90s. And the cool part about it is it came out with its own
soundtrack,
its own instrument. Yeah, as a ambiance soundtrack. So there's like, I think there are 12 or 14 tracks, and this is one of them. In fact, it's the first one called Into the Dungeon.
How fitting.
Right?
Seems like that's all Rolo's is just dungeon crawling, no real wilderness.
There was some overland wilderness stuff in between the first and the second, um, or towards the tail end of the first Slave Lord series A1, Slave Pits of the Undercity. We were out there briefly, traveling from town to town. But for the most part, they've been
just dungeoneering,
which I come from an old school dungeoneering background. I'm actually very, very fine with that. So
yeah, it's not the place for a druid.
It's not the place for a druid and really a ranger. So
What we need to do, and you're gonna kill me if my plan works.
what's that?
If the scroll of Squirrel Plague does what we want it to do with like summon an army of squirrels, summon them, soak them in oil, let them attack the golem, and then light them on fire.
No, don't just kill the squirrels.
Gotta kill that golem somehow.
I get it. Well, you have to understand something too. A druid would not do that. Now, having said that, it depends on what game the DM is running in the world, and whether or not he's going to impose. So when I would DM, there are rules for this or guidelines for it, but I also impose a play your alignment. So if you might think it's a cool idea, and it is kind of visually be kind of cool, but a woodland loving, creature loving character
I get
would not do that. In fact, there would be a huge, and almost to the point where a god could come down and chastise you or do something like an instant karma kind of thing. But in the realm of the dungeon master, he would impose experience point restrictions.
No, I think I'm gonna go with my current plan, which is throw the roses underneath them, giant growth their asses.
Exactly.
And then if we light the roses on fire, more power.
There you go.
Like the roses were already dead.
They're already dead. But it's one of those like, well, what would my character do?
Yeah.
Kind of situation.
These fucking supports. It's always the little supports that sneak up on you. This model is not going to be fun to paint.
No.
Nah, his box art is really good. Hold on, we'll go to the top. Marduk Cedras, Lord of the 23rd Order.
Sounds ominous.
But he's also his story's kind of cool. He is he's actually ordered exterminatus on multiple planets. Is like his thing. Why he's so important.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like during that time, it wasn't common for Space Marines to order exterminatus to pretty much make a planet go extinct.
Oh shit!
But he's done it multiple times. Planet? Yeah, like we're gonna nuke this planet. We're gonna virus bomb this planet. But he's got the okay to give that order by the Primarch.
Oh, okay.
He's like one of the few Marines that's done it more than once.
With no repercussions?
No.
Interesting power.
Yeah. Mighty commander in clad regalia of the Shattered Scepter, a highly detailed suit of cataphractic Terminator armor, decorated with countless honors, badges, and inscriptions. Marduk's weapons perfectly encapsulate the devastation he wields as an eschaton, which is the word for person who can order exterminatus besides the Primarch. He's also like the company commander of the Dreadwing, which is like the fourth company of the Dark Angels. Then they don't exist now.
It's very confusing. Yeah. It's a lot of lore.
400 books.
Rule books or fiction books?
Fiction books.
Jesus Christ.
The rule books have a little bit of snippets of lore in them as well. Like I said, with that campaign book, The Arcs of Omen, that had 3 hours worth of lore in just one book.
Jesus.
Yeah. 60. I think it's 72 books, or just on a 9-year period. The Horus Heresy.
Christ. Yeah, that's a lot.
And there are some like really good books in that series that are just like they're kind of like one-off books. They're not part of the overall story. There's some good background information here or there. Last Church is actually a really good one.
What's it called?
The Last Church.
The Last Church.
Yeah. Because that was like the Emperor Man's like gig stick was like trying to get rid of religion.
Oh, okay.
And make like an atheistic technology-based civilization. So he actually goes to the Last Church while as he's conquering Earth, and actually has like a good sit-down conversation with the priest before he burns the church down.
Jesus.
Well, he's like trying to convince the guy, like, "Hey, your religion's false. Come with me. I'll show you the better light." And the guy's like, "Nah, I'm gonna die with my church." And Emperor's like, "Okay, fine." Get burned down anyways, with or without you.
He tried to warn him.
It's actually a very good story because like they're both making their points, and you can both tell that neither one's gonna get swayed in the end.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
It's a good one. Angel Exterminatus is a good one.
Angel Exterminatus.
Yeah. Fulgrim tricks one of the other Primarchs into coming with him into the warp, which is hell, in the search of finding a weapon to end the war. And it's really just a ploy for Fulgrim to steal some of the soul essence from his brother to become a fucking demon.
Jeez. All right, I got the base down. I put in the red eyes.
I did share that at Fun Baggins and Beer Club, and the guys were loving it.
Nice.
Wood.
Oh, absolutely. Anytime there's nice titties. Even semi-nice titties are good.
As long as they're not pancake titties, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm not really fond of those.
They're deflated. What went wrong?
All right. Sad bags.
It's almost like when girls get a reduction. Why would you ruin it?
All right.
Oh God, I gotta send you this one. Whenever you'll get it when you get it.
What's that?
I'm sending you a funny ass fucking meme.
We're at
on your text. On your text.
Oh, okay.
Oh, God.
You're
the type that likes that old.
That's funny. Yeah. Beautiful. Oh. They all float. Not anymore. They don't. They float in the shit. That's funny.
I have not seen any of the remakes.
I saw the first one. It was all right. The guy that played it nailed it. No pun intended.
He did Tim Curry justice.
He really did. He was a little more dark, like dark, insane clown depiction.
Okay.
Along with it being an extraterrestrial monster in the shape of a clown, but he really did a good job giving you the creeping you out. He did a good job. The story was okay. I mean, I don't know in these remakes. The first, it was HBO or whatever entertainment platform it was on in the '80s with John Boy from the Waltons playing one of the main characters.
For the longest time when I was a kid, I couldn't get past the first part. Like, it creeped me the fuck out.
The whole thing is just ridiculous.
And then you watch the second part, and then you get to the end, and it's like, this sucks.
I did not watch the second part of the new movies. I don't know. I saw the first one in the movie theater. It was all right. Like I said, it was all right. It really creeped you out. It did a good job. But for whatever reason, when it came out again, I was like, whatever. I already know the story.
Yeah.
I already know that the clown's creepy. I don't need to see it again. The original 2 or 3 part series that was on the 4-hour television series that was on TV that I just was talking about, that was probably more true to the book than the new one. Not that the new one wasn't, but just lent itself better, that first one.
I think it's actually better than Stephen King.
That if you haven't read the book, I'd say go ahead and take the time out and do it.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of all the movies I've watched of his.
No, it bounces back
many.
It bounces back between 1955 and 1985. The lure is the creature comes back every 30 years. And basically fucks with the town of Derry, the fictional town of Derry, Maine.
Everything's in New England up there except for The Shining.
Pretty much. I mean, he wanted to write what he knew. I'm assuming he loved New England.
Yeah, he does live in Maine, if I'm not mistaken.
He probably still does, yeah. Unless he turned into an old bastard that wants to be warm.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, stay out of Texas, please. There's a nice, almost 80-degree day today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And now we're gonna get thunderstorms tomorrow in the 50s.
Yeah, we're getting icy rain overnight and then rain in the afternoon.
Or no, tomorrow's high will be in the low 60s.
This one's called the Dread Forest.
Digging that brass right there.
Right. Yeah, it's a good one. I don't play one that that much because they're never really outside. But it could be used in a dungeon setting.
Yeah. We're getting somebody commented on Nuke's post about GTA with the main character or one of the protagonists being a woman, and they put side quest getting kicked off of Fresh and Fit.
That's nice.
I mean, it is taking place in Vice City, which is their fictional Miami, so it all makes sense.
Right.
The original Vice City, probably the best GTA soundtrack.
I've never played.
Vice. Let's see, soundtrack. Just the soundtrack alone is worth it. It's a 7-disc compilation box set.
Oh, cool.
But it's got you got Another Thing Coming from Judas Priest, Too Young to Fall in Love from Motley Crue, Peace Cells from Megadeth, Dangerous Bastards from which is a fictional band, Turn Up the Radio by Autograph, I Want to Rock by Twisted Sister, Bark of the Moon from Ozzy, Madhouse from Anthrax.
Cool.
Fucking Rain and Blood was even on it. Come On, Feel the Noise from Quiet Riot.
Oh shit! Come on, feel the noise.
Yeah. Whole bunch of, that's just on the Rock channel. It's got Africa from Toto.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Waiting for a Girl Like You from Foreigner. Keep on Loving You from REO Speedwagon. It's just got a whole bunch of shit.
That's cool.
Out of Touch by Daryl Hall and John Oates.
You're out of touch.
Yeah,
I'm out of touch.
That right there had probably one of the greatest video game soundtracks. Like, it felt like you were in the 80s playing that game.
Nice.
Blondie's in it.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, with Atomic.
Cool.
Cutting Crew, Foreigner, Mr. Speedwagon, Night Ranger. Sister Christian's on there.
Sister Christian.
Night Ranger.
That's funny.
Yeah. It's Michael Jackson's Billie Jean's in there. Fucking Lionel in excess.
Nice.
Some good old R&B and rap in there. Cool in the Gang.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I think they also got a Kiss on there with a Strider.
Oh, cool.
That game was of the original 3 open worlds. That was probably the best music, second best gameplay. San Andreas was the best gameplay. It also had a very good soundtrack. And San Andreas had some very good voice acting because you had like Samuel L. Jackson in there, Ice Cube.
Oh, cool.
Also thinking for these Deathwing Knight minis, if I want to not fuck around with sitting there forever trying to get rid of the support bumps, just fucking print some capes off and just throw some capes on them.
Oh, there you go.
Capes are everywhere in 40K.
Oh yeah, is it
Really
like a standard thing?
Yeah, like this one right here got a cape on them.
Oh yeah, all right. Okay, so they're not. You don't take them off. You have to print them with them on, right?
I can print them and then just glue them right on
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess.
for these models. Like half the what they would call the fire wing that I've printed so far for the display. I threw fucking capes on them.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Because I had a shit ton of extra capes for the compared to the Deathwing companions, which are just Deathwing in normal power armor, not in Terminator armor.
Gotcha.
So I had a whole bunch of capes from them just laying around from when I first started printing. So I'm just like, yeah, glue it on my fire wings. Standard line troops. One of the big reasons why I haven't played tabletop is because the fucking rules are confusing as shit.
I imagine so.
It's like you roll a dice to figure out how many shooting phases you have in your shooting phase. It's just for one unit.
That's tedious.
Like, I rolled a d6. I got six shoots or 6 shots per unit, and each unit I got 20 units, especially like guard or gene stealer. It's just
a gene stealer.
Yeah, it's a It's a type of a Tyranid unit or Tyranid assistant unit, which Tyranids are like the apex predator. Think like xenomorphs from Alien.
Okay.
That's like the Tyranids. So gene stealers are Tyranids that have infected humans. So you got like 3-armed humans running around that are like purplish skinned.
That's cool.
And they're trying to take over a planet to get enough people who are gene stealers on that planet to signal the Tyranids, hey, free lunch. So they take over a planet to let the Tyranids come in and eat the planet.
That's weird.
But like they'll have like 20 units in one unit, or 20 and then like you roll a d6, like that's 120 dice I got, d6s I got to throw now.
That's a lot of d6s.
And then it hits on they'll be like hits on 3s, so 3 or higher on those d6s are all hits. And then you got to figure out whether they're high enough to actually wound whoever they're shooting at. Like, Jesus Christ. So like their little dice boards are literally like backgammon size boards, just to throw the dice in.
Jesus.
This is from Lord of the Rings.
What is?
I think the sound.
No, it's still the Dread Forest.
Sounds awfully like some of the music in Fellowship, like right at the very beginning of Fellowship.
No.
Like when she's talking about the Sauron making the rings.
Oh yeah. And Galadriel. No, it's still the Dread Forest. And then there's the Stormy Seas is cool. This one's called Riders of the Yazaks.
I figure out they're making that noise.
Right.
They're just bringing it in.
Yep. I think they're like wolf riders. You'll hear the snarling in a minute.
So we need Jared and Drew's campaign to tame a couple of wolves for me and
Right.
Thor to ride.
And this one's called the Fair.
When Aaron Clary comes back on.
Right? Oh, goofy music and shit.
Listen to your ass face.
That's right.
Or Rob. Verb.
Or Verb, yep. And this one's a good one. I play this one a lot. It's called Suspense.
It's the one you always play when we get into like a big battle.
Right before we get into a big battle, yeah. When we're leading up, when I think we're leading up to it.
Yeah. I honestly thought in the beginning when I first started playing it was just random. Like it would just magically just be there whenever something was bound to happen.
Right? Nope, I time it as best I can. When we're in the battle, I play the called the battle.
Oh yeah, we're doing tomorrow on Dragon Ship. We're doing favorite moments of the year. I'm like, maybe I should invite Vince on. He'll be like, my favorite moment is when Viking Paradigm shuts the fuck up.
Oh, and Viking Paradise. I'll totally come on and say that. Yeah, I don't know if Jack still remember, but he did invite me on to Rule Zero for an end of the year show. I said, I might be around for that. So I'll be home tomorrow, especially with the bad weather. So if you do invite me, I'll show up.
Yeah.
And then we have our Fortress meeting at 3. So
Yeah.
I know it's going to be a busy day.
you MLD and Donna Sharp have open invites at any time if you guys ever want to come on.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. All right. Speaking of shows, I should probably bring this one to a close. We're almost at the 2 hour mark.
Yeah, I figured he probably want to get some sleep.
Yeah, it's almost 11. So I do have a big day tomorrow. Oh, I got to get some stuff done and take care of some business and then possibly be on Rule Zero and Dragon Ship. So that'll be fun. That'll be cool. So thank you for the invite. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for
You're welcome.
joining me in painting and hanging out and talking. Always a pleasure.
Yep. Building some miniatures.
Building some miniatures and just shooting the shit. Yep, it's good stuff. Anyone who's listening later, hope you enjoyed the show. There'll be another one. Also, keep an eye out for our next D&D game on January 8th. And tentatively, you never know. Like I said with Drew, you never know. You might be sick again. That man's a bodybuilder.
Sure, my friends out, guys.
That dude, as a bodybuilder, he gets more colds than anyone ever known. So, all right, cool. I will take us out, and I will probably see you tomorrow. Well, I'll see you tomorrow on both shows. So, cool. Enjoy your evening, sir.
I'll try.